The covariance is the correction factor needed to make the sum of the variances equal to the variance of the sum. If x and y are independent random variables, then the covariance is going to be 0. So that raises the question, does this mean that if the covariance is 0, then the variables are independent? Well, let's find out. Suppose x is a random variable that could take on values -1, 0, or 1 with equal probability, and let y equal x squared. Find the covariance, and then decide if x and y are independent or dependent. Let's answer that second question first. Remember, two variables are dependent if knowing the value of one changes the probability of the other. So we note that the probability x equals 0 is 1/3. But if we know something about the other variable, if we know the value of y, this will change our probability. If we know that y is 1, first of all, we know that x can't be 0, so that probability that x is 0, given that we know y is 1, is going to be 0. And likewise, if we know that y is 0, then we know that x has to be, and so the probability x is 0, given that we know y is 0, is 1. And because this is a change in our probability, x and y can't be independent. So let's find the covariance. So for that, we need the variances and the expected values. So let's find our expected value of x. That's the sum of the product of the payoffs and the probabilities, which will be, and the expected value of x squared is, and so the variance of x is, now note that y is 0 only when x is 0, so the probability y is 0 is 1/3. Otherwise, y is 1, and so the expected value of y is the product of the payoffs and the probabilities. And the expected value of y squared is, and the variance of y is. Finally, the product is 0 only if x is 0, and the product is 1 if x is 1, and the product is -1 if x is -1. And so the expected value of the product is, and we can compute the covariance, the expected value of the product minus the product of the expected values, which will be, and so our covariance is 0, but these variables are not independent. So even if the variance is 0, the variables could be dependent.